"Who is it, son?" Clayton Scofield called out to his son, Robert, who was standing at the kitchen door. "I hope it ain't somebody I'm going to have to get up for." He, his brother Clayton, and his nephew, Clint Buchanan, were still sitting around the supper table, drinking coffee. Garland's wife, Irene, his daughter, Janie, and Ruby Nixon were clearing the table and getting ready to wash the dishes. The men had just had a full day recovering some horses that had wandered away from a herd they had moved to new pasture, and Garland didn't want to get up to talk to anybody. "It's Spud Williams," Robert answered his father. "He's riding up to the back door." "Well, good," Garland said. "I don't have to get up for Spud. Tell him to come on in." Robert held the door open for the round little man, who removed his hat when he stepped inside, out of respect for the ladies. "Hope I ain't intruding, Miss Scofield. I just wanted to tell Clayton that I got his message sent to Peter Moreland in Independence." "Of course not," Irene said. "Come in, Spud. Are you just getting back from Sacramento?" "Yes, ma'am, just this minute," Spud answered. "You must be hungry," Irene replied. "We're just getting ready to dump the leftovers, so you got here just in time. Set yourself down at the table and we'll fix you a plate." "I don't know, Irene," Clayton japed. "You sure you want to cheat the hogs out of them leftovers?" When Irene gave Clayton a scolding frown, Spud said, "Pay him no mind, Miss Scofield. I never do. And when we start back from Independence with another wagon train, I'll have all kinds of opportunities to spike us food with gunpowder." "So that's what causes all that rumbling I hear in my belly when we're on the trail," Clayton said, chuckling. "I wondered why Clint never complained about it." Ruby set a cup of coffee on the table for him and said, "Here's your coffee, Spud. Janie's filling a plate for you." She looked at Clint then. "You want more coffee?" He shook his head. She aimed at Clayton and Garland. "Anyone?" "Thank you, Ruby," Spud said. It always did his heart good to see how compassionately Ruby had been accepted into the Scofield family, much as they had Clint many years before when Clayton found him living in a Crow village. He wondered if any other young woman had suffered the loss of two husbands on a single crossing of the country before like she had. It seemed an odd thing to look at her experience as good luck, but in a way, Spud thought you could call it that because it caused her to end up with this family. And to him, that looked like the place she ought to be. At first, he, like many others on that wagon train, thought Ruby and Clint had a special attraction for each other, but it proved to be more like brother and sister.